just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
Here we go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. One Democrat said, "This is as bad as I've ever seen." This was a total and complete repudiation of the Democratic Party. People are not buying what we're selling, period. Just like that. Democrats watched the Obama-Biden rainbow coalition evaporate. Not only did Trump defeat Kamala and Biden, he defeated identity politics. DEI is dead. But the Reverend is skipping the funeral.
We've got to be honest, among Hispanic men and black men, there's a lot of misogyny. And I think that we've got to deal with the reality that he appealed to this whole false macho thing that some black men and some Latino men went for.
The Democrats lied to you, and then they made you feel bad about yourself for not swallowing the lie. All Donald Trump did was listen and not write you off. Campaigning with a celebrity security blanket, was it Bruce, Beyonce, Oprah? Maybe not the best look when the country can't afford groceries and rent. Kamala met with Liz Cheney more than she met with her own sisters.
There are 9 HBCUs in North Carolina. Do you know how many of them she visited? 1. Imagine if she'd been spending time doing that instead of hanging out with Liz Cheney in the Midwest. Could have been a different story tonight.
Kamala took blacks for granted, pandered to them, made Barack scold them. Same thing with Hispanics. Yeah, she didn't call them tacos like Jill, but you need more than J-Lo.
Look, Hispanic voters are swing voters, and I think, you know, what's interesting here is the Republican Party treated them the same way they treated white working class voters. They courted them the same way they treated white working class voters. The Democratic Party has spent a lot of time treating it as an identity group, and I think we're starting to see sort of a working class coalition start to drift to the right.
Democrats were already having a problem with the white working class, and now they have a problem with the white, black, and brown working class. But black and brown people aren't the only ones getting scolded. White women got a tongue lashing too.
Why do you think that uneducated white women voted against their reproductive health freedoms, and why do you think Latino men voted in favor of someone that's going to deport, that says he's going to deport the majority of his community?
White women like being called uneducated white women. I think the economy matters, national security matters. But when you put people in these boxes, I think that's a takeaway from this race.
Abortion was supposed to make this the battle of the sexes. Didn't happen. This election wasn't decided by race or gender. It was decided by class. Trump won the working class, wherever they lived and whatever they looked like. That's the sweet spot of American political power. And the Democrats derided and deserted them, even though they're outnumbered by them. What a stupid strategy. You can't win over America if you hate Americans. And what the Democrats did, and it won't be forgiven for a while, they didn't even look like they cared.
You don't have to be intelligent to know you can't pay your bills. You don't have to be intelligent to know you can't afford groceries. People will forget what you did, they will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
The Democrats deluded themselves into believing they had the people behind them. And they were shocked when the votes came in.
I can tell you in conversations we've had with a series of individuals, including a Democrat who was attending a donor event that was taking place at one of the glitzy hotels not far from where we are here in Washington, D.C. They say the atmosphere there was like a funeral.
This victory restores the power to the people. The Republic had been preyed upon for far too long by a greedy ruling class more interested in control than their own countrymen. Any threat to their power, no matter how minor, was met with the full force of the machine. It worked during COVID, but it doesn't work anymore.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hard-working man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family.
Make no mistake, Donald Trump has a massive mandate. A common-sense coalition destined to rebuild the American dream. Trump won the election his way. He didn't have to compromise who he was and what he wanted. So his leadership and his agenda must be respected. We've sent him to Washington on a mission, and just like he has high expectations of us, We have high expectations of him. Remember, Trump can't run again, so he's got nothing to lose. He just has to deliver what the American people demand. And with the right team, he'll execute. The future looks bright. Trump is going to be presiding over America's 250th anniversary. How poetic. Oh, and in LA Summer Olympics and the World Cup. What a perfect fate. The Never Trump movement has been vanquished. The lawfare is over, more on that later. And House and Senate troublemakers have all disappeared. While we fight to fix the economy, crime, and the border, we also need to get to the bottom of Butler and what really happened that day. And we deserve to see the Epstein materials, the JFK files, and the Diddy tapes. That's not revenge, that's justice. Last night was the first day of American justice in a very long time. And now Trump has a clear runway to do what he's always wanted to do, and what we need him to do. And we'll hold him to his word.
Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try, we have to try, and it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.